Hi, how y'all doing? It is September the 14th, October the 14th, 2025. It's Tuesday here in Ontario, Canada. The skies were blue in the rise, and then they put all those bumpy clouds up, and whited it out, right? And then it was like mega mist, exhaust, right? For about an hour or two, and then it started clearing up. I found it very suspicious. I looked outside and couldn't see nothing. And I was like, what the heck is this? Right? The Schuman yesterday when I checked it said 1 and then blackout 1 and then 17. But the day before that it was blackout for 55 hours. So, yeah, 17 yesterday. I don't know what it is today. I don't imagine it's very high. My ears are not ringing at all. I had a rough sleep last night. Tossed and turned all night long. Got up like 4 or 5 times to go to the bathroom. And then my body decided to wake me up very harshly. My right calf cramped up, just grabbed, right? I was like, ow! And I woke up, right? And I had to sit up to get it to let go. But it wasn't my feet, it was my thigh. My calf, I mean. So, different. That hasn't happened before. My son said he was having a hard rise too. He had a hard night as well with the sleeping, right? He felt icky today too. So, I wonder what's going on. Seen 2 birds in my tree yesterday. A woodpecker and a finch or a chickadee. It was a really small bird. I couldn't focus on it too much. Thought that was interesting. And then some of my family came over for dinner last night. And it was going good. My friend Tass came over. She helped me, right? She was my potato peeler, right? And it went pretty good until when we were done, my eldest son decided that he was gonna get into an argument with my niece, my sister's daughter, right? And he called her retarded because they had an ego clash, right? They were talking about vaccinating animals and fixing, spaying and neutering animals. And I never did that to my animals, right? I let them be free. I didn't spay or neuter them or give them the vaccines or anything. I just took care of them. And he was saying our animals never got sick or anything like that, right? And she's with the majority, right? For some reason, the majority thinks they're right, because they've been engineered to believe that the majority is correct. Hence, that's why they got that thing in their arm, the bioweapon, right? Because everybody else was doing it. It was the thing to do. You gotta conform, right? So, yeah. I just looked at them. I yelled at them and told them to stop it. And I said to her, I said, why don't you agree to disagree? She says, I can't. I said, that's what I do, right? Means you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. You're not right. I'm not right. Just agree to disagree, right? She wanted to leave. She threw a little fit and stood up and said, give me the keys to her mom, right? I'm leaving. And her mother just sat there. My sister just sat there, right? Didn't move. So she sat down and they had to finish the argument, right? Until they stopped doing it. And then they left, right? I was so beat. Other than that, I had a good dinner. I did, right? It's just that 2 of them had an ego problem. But that's the energy we're in, right? I was saying after they left to my friend, or not everybody, my friend and Justin were the last, my oldest. And I said it's sad how after 2020, 2022, 2023, it's like the people that didn't get that just learned a little bit of what is truth, what's going on, the facts, and then they shut it off because they like the way this world is. You know what I mean? It feeds their ego. I thought it's a shame. And my friend was like, "Don't. It'll be okay." She says, "Right? We know." And it just struck me weird. Some people can't handle the truth, I guess. I know I'm not explaining myself very well. But yeah, we're still in the last quarter moon phase. The mist is gone. Now there's spaceship looking clouds out there. Like they did the silver disc one, cloud formations, right? The air's still. Seeing drug addicts hanging over across the street, right? People are strange. That's the way it is. They don't want to fix themselves. They want to blame everybody else. So do those drugs, right? Numb that pain so that you don't have to feel and get left behind. That's what happens. They get left behind. So yeah, I had heard that NASA had closed, just like the United States government. And then last night I seen a video, just I didn't look at it, and it was about a spaceship taking off from NASA. Alive. Right? A live video. And I thought, I wonder if that's real. Everything could be fake nowadays through AI, right? Not so much as AI doing it as people using AI to do it. I've been working on in the spiritual realm, getting AI to be turned around to work for us until things change. Let's put it that way. So yeah, teach it to be good, not wicked, right? After everybody left, me and my son, the one that lives with me, he's like has the highest IQ of all the children, and he gave me a compliment. He was like, "You got all the brains, didn't you, Mom?" And I was like, "What?" He says, "You got the IQ," and I was like, he says, like, able to talk to the rest of the family like I am you. And I was like, "Oh, okay," I said, "Well, it's just the way it is," And then we're talking about character and the lack of character in people, right? And how a lot of people believe that they're better than you because they have more money, more prestige, right? And I looked at him and I said, "No, it's about the character. It doesn't matter what you have. If you have a shitty character, you ain't higher than me." He said he agrees, right? He's like, "Yeah, he gets that, So we processed how the day went with the dinner with the people, right? Seeing everybody's ego, and just kind of, I still like to have them over. They're my family and I love them, right? Even if they are being a bunch of assholes, right? As long as they're not mean to me. As soon as they step on my toes, they're kicked to the curb. I cut them off, right? But yeah, it was nice to have them over until their argument broke out, right? My dinner was perfect, as usual. It was hot in this house yesterday, though, with the oven on, let me tell you. But yeah, I was so exhausted, and then I had a hard time going to sleep last night, and then the sleep was messed up all night. So I'm not feeling 100% today. Let's put it that way. Got a weird taste in my mouth. My spine's icky. My calves and my left foot are super tight, right? I had a lot of pressure on my head when I woke up in the rise. It was like that yesterday too. After everybody left, I got pressure on the right side. So yeah. Oh well. Things are changing. They really are. I watched a video too, another guy, and he was like, Canada, New Zealand, uh, Greenland, all these countries are all now part of America, right? And Mr. T is the king, the one king of the realm, right? That's what 2017 was about when he went around to all the different heads of the countries, right? They all capitulated. They made him supreme ruler, right? Kind of thing. But, I know it sounds a lot like the reset that the Schwab people, right, wanted to do, but it's not. That's the opposite. You'll have to wait and see, you know? Like I keep on saying, we're in a different part of time and space. Things still are not going to go back to the way they were. We're starting anew. Just like Mr. T made a video or did a thing in a speech yesterday or the day before, or no, it was because of the Gaza, the ceasefire, right? Peace in Gaza kind of thing. He said that the golden age is here. So that's also good news. So now we just have the Black Swan event. I guess we'll have to wait and see what that is. I was watching another guy doing a video, and he said that he thinks it's going to be sinkholes opening up all over the place because of the dumps deep underground military bases, right? Are gone, kind of thing. So sinkholes are going to start forming. So I suppose we're going to have to wait and see for that too, aren't we? It'd be pretty friggin' deep. You know how far down they go when they make that shit? A couple miles, right? I'm not sure what to think of that. That's why I say we're going to have to wait and see. Alright. Everybody tells me too that I shouldn't judge the vaxxed, right? But turnaround's full fair play. When it was happening and they mandated it for everybody treated the unvaxxed like shit. They got it, right? All the conformists, you know what I mean? They were doing what they told. They were good little soldiers. They left our side and joined the enemy, right? So why would I want to be friends with them? Why would I want them around me all the time? They are not to be trusted. They're turncoats, right? That's the way I feel about it. If it's wrong, if it's right, if it's not your opinion, oh well, it's mine. We all have opinions just like assholes. So yeah. Alright. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day I follow my intuition more than the day before. And every day I have more gratitude than the day before. Because I am grateful for the lessons and the blessings that made me who I am. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.